Hi and welcome to our video course about how to make your very own product and then go about selling them on the Warrior Forum. Now in this course it's actually going to be focused on creating your own product. We're going to go through a few areas and then we're going to focus and look at how you can then sell it on the Warrior Forum. But the wonderful thing about this course is it's actually going to teach you how to make your very own product or how to get it either made yourself or outsourced from scratch. So you'll not only have a product that you can sell on the Warrior Forum, which is what we'll take you through, but you'll have a product that you can sell anywhere on the web. It's entirely up to you. We chose to focus on the Warrior Forum just purely because its popularity and a great way for you to build up an initial list within the internet marketing arena and also to sell a first few products of your own and cut your teeth on doing so. But it's also a good learning curve for you when you're actually putting together your own products. So I'm really excited to take you through this course. And in this introduction video, I'm just going to walk through a few things that you need to be aware of and what the course is going to contain. So before I go through the actual content, if you like, of the course and what you're going to be learning, I just want to bring your attention to this wonderful site here called the Warrior Forum. It's at warriorforum.com if you haven't found it already. And on this site, what you'll find is a lot of people, internet marketers coming together, lots of community forums going on in here, such as main discussions, content about anything you can think of, from affiliate marketing to AdSense marketing to making videos, offline marketing. It's all here, and you can find a lot of good valuable information inside of this forum. And you'll see here at the time of doing this video, just in the main forum alone, there's over 1.3 million posts, so it's quite a bit of content going on here. So you can imagine there's quite a resource of information. But we're going to be focusing on creating a product and then selling it in this part of the forum just here, which is called the Warrior Special Offers Forum. And if you haven't seen it already, I'd recommend you go and take a look. There's lots of offers going on here every single minute of the day. There's something being posted. You can take a look for yourself. And in a lot of cases, you can actually learn some good information. And especially with the Warrior Special Offers, you tend to find the products are sold at an incredibly low rate. So even if you spend $7 and only find one nugget of information in a 60-page book, if that one nugget of information makes you a couple of $1,000s over the next 6 months, then it was worth paying for. So bear in mind that, you know, there's some good products in here, there's some not so good products in here. It's up to you, and it depends on what you need. Don't just buy everything if you are coming in here assuming it's going to be for you, because at the end of the day, if you're focused on one area of the business, certain products might not be relevant to you, so you'll feel that it wasn't worth your time or your money, whereas to someone else it could have been an absolute goldmine. So allow for the fact that different products are listed inside here, and that's great for you because it means if you're going to be selling your product or your first product, there's a good market potential for you inside of here. But if you want to sell on the Warrior Forum, first of all, you need to be a member. That's a given. You actually need to have joined the forum and registered, and there's ways you can do it. If you've come to the site for the first time, you'll see here it says welcome to the Warrior Forum. There's a section, it tells you that you must make sure you check out the frequently asked questions, and I would recommend that you don't skip it and you do go and read it, because there's some important information in there and it does get changed from time to time. And it says you may have to register before you can post, so just click the register link and go ahead and proceed. Now, there are a few things that you'll find change from time to time, so I'm not going to say this is a hard and fast rule, because it might have changed, which is why I recommend that you read the FAQ. But in the main, if you want to promote or post a product that you're going to create and then you're going to sell inside of the Warrior Special Offers Forum, then if it's your first post, you're not going to get accepted in most cases, because people want to see that you are a contributor to the forum as well. So you want to make sure you've got a nice healthy level of posts going on in the forum and taking part in different conversations. But the other thing that's important with the Warrior Special Offer at the time of making this video is that there's a section I'm going to scroll down here to, which is called the War Room. Now it says it's a private forum, and it actually is a paid for forum. You pay to sign up in here. And if I click this link, and I'm not signed in at the moment, it says here, looks like you accessed a private forum. Check in your control panel under paid subscriptions if you'd like to join. And then you can go ahead, find out what the price is at the time, and make your payment. Now, if you're not a member of the War Room, you cannot at this point promote or post an offer inside of the Warrior Special Offers Forum. So it's going to be something you want to make an investment in and want to allow for and budget for, and I'd suggest you check out the price that's current at the time when you decide to go ahead and do it. It's not a great deal of money, it's not a huge amount of money, and when you look at what the potential you could return on your products when you start building them, it's certainly a worthwhile investment. So make sure that you've joined the War Room once you've signed up to the forum. There's also some great nuggets of information inside there as well, and quite often you'll find certain War Room members will actually give away their products that they're selling in the Warrior Special Offers forum. They'll actually give them away or give review copies or let you download them for a certain amount of time for free as you're a part of the actual War Room. So it's also another good reason to be a member, and there's some great conversations that go on in there from time to time that you can pick up on that aren't inside the main forum itself. One other thing about the Warrior Special Offers forum that is an essential is that if you don't create the product, you haven't created the product, you're not allowed to sell it inside of the special offers part of the forum. And that's basically fair enough. If you've not created the product, you shouldn't be allowed to sell it. It should have to be your own product you've put together. Now, when I say own product, you can quite happily go and outsource and have other people create all the content for you. You pull it together and make it into a product and then sell it. That's your product. You've paid for it to be created. It doesn't mean that it has to be your own, literally, that you've done every step yourself. Although if you want to take that route, it'll help you cut down costs initially and get used to creating and putting products together, so it's not a bad place to start. But if you do outsource, it's still your product and you own it and you can sell it inside of this forum. Just make yourself familiar with the rules inside there. For example, when you make a post, the way it works is you'll actually post in the Warrior Special Offers section. You'll then get a private email into your inbox inside the forum once the moderator has checked and approved that it's okay to be released, and then you'll be given a payment link, and then you'll make your payment. It's about $40, and then your Warrior Special Offer will go live, and then you're ready to promote. Now, there are other ways that you can help increase your sales or use tools that will help it get noticed, and as part of the course we'll cover that a bit later on. But now I just want to give you a quick run through of what you can expect inside the course, the content that you're going to be seeing throughout these videos. Well, inside of the next video that you'll watch, we're actually going to look at the types of products that you could create. We're going to run through just a few ideas of the types of products that you could be looking to create and sell inside of the Warrior Forum. Once you've decided what kind of product you're going to put together and create, we're then going to look at, in video 3, whether you decide to take the route of doing DIY, making it all yourself, or whether you're going to outsource parts, elements of the project, or even the whole thing. So you might decide that you actually want to plan the whole thing and then outsource every aspect of the project, and we'll go through the types of things and costs you're going to be needing to consider as we go through the course. Into video 4, we're looking at the research. So before you go out and sell your product as a Warrior Special Offer, you need to actually do some research as well and see, what's hot in the marketplace, what are people buying, and then what kind of products are you going to create based on that information. So it's always good to do some research before you just put up a product and sell it and then wonder why nobody purchased it. Always research your market before you start spending money or time in creating products. Then we're going to go into a bit more detail and actually go through the planning process. So, what is the outcome? What are you looking to achieve? Do you want to build a list? Do you want to perhaps just build a list and cover some of your investment costs back? Do you actually want to make a profit and build a list? It's entirely up to you. There's different things we need to look at, and we actually walk through the planning stages and deciding then how you're going to move forward within your project before you start piecing it all together. Then we get into the nitty-gritty of the course where we look at a sample project in the making. So we've decided on our project type, we know what we're going to do. We're then going to go and look at things like the breakdown of all the costs. How much is it going to cost us to put this product together, whether we outsource it or make it ourselves. So we've got a good idea of our investment costs and capital that we're going to need to actually do it. And then we're going to put down the product and outsource the parts that we choose to, if that is the case. And we'll look at that in the nitty-gritty when we get into detail in that part of our video. Then I'm going to take you through in the next video parts of the project where you're actually beginning to piece things together. So setting up all your outsource requirements if that's the case, and also putting together the in-house aspects so you know your parts that are required. If you're actually doing some of the work yourself, you've gathered that together and you're starting to prepare so that you're not suddenly in a situation where you've got a product, it's ready to sell, but you've done none of the groundwork ready to do that. Because at the end of the day, you want to treat this like a business. So the most important thing is when your product is ready, you should be ready to hit the go button and actually get some money back on your investment. It's amazing how many people will spend a lot of time and detail in getting a product created and it never hits the shelves. They never actually sell it. They either get sidetracked because something else pops up that they've read the Warrior Special Offers form and think, oh, I can make money doing that. And they get pulled away from what they've been doing and they start spending time and money going in another direction completely when they had a perfectly good product ready sitting there to just set it all up and let it go and sell it. And they could have made some money back. And I've seen that happen many, many times. So we're going to make sure in this section of the course, we take you through the steps to make sure you're ready to go so that once that product's ready, you hit the go button and you actually have the product to make sales. Then we're going to move on to looking at managing your freelancers. So if you are outsourcing anything, and don't forget you can outsource either the tiniest part of a project. So let's say, for example, you decided to have a video course made. You could outsource the entire video product start to finish so that the videos are made, the graphics are made, the mini sites are made, the sales copy's done, even setting it up on a website and a domain with a payment processor, the download page, the whole works is done for you. Or it might be a case is that you're making all the videos, but you want an outsourcer to do things like write your sales copy for you. Or you might want an outsourcer to create your e-cover graphics for you. So you know at which stages everything, who comes into play, you're the project manager, if you like, and you can then manage the whole aspect of the product. So if you've got some freelancers, you want to manage their time and their expectations. So if you tell people that are bidding on your project, say that, for example, you've outsourced a mini site design, you're not using a freelancing form, but you've gone directly to a mini site designer, and they've told you that it'll take them 2 days to get your design finished for you, and then 3 weeks later you're still waiting for it, you're not going to be very happy. So it's up to you to lay down the guidelines at the beginning and work with these people to make sure you get your product pulled together for the finished result. Then we're going to move on to an exciting part of the course where we start pulling it all together and piecing the whole puzzle together, and you can start to see everything come together. We look at all the facets of the project that you'll need to consider, such as your mini site design, your copy, your squeeze pages, your autoresponder series, affiliate pages, the tools you might need, Warrior Special Offer affiliate page if it's appropriate. Are you going to be part of Warrior Special Offer Plus or not? Again, if you don't know what that means, don't worry. We cover it in this course for you. You've set up your members and download areas, your thank you pages, your opt-in list is ready, your bonuses are there, and you've even got your follow-up in place. And that's something that's important. And we're going to go through that as well when we get to that video. Then we're going to actually look at running a Warrior Special Offer. So we're going to go through the information that you need in order to actually run your Warrior Special Offer. Considerations to have such as, are you going to have affiliates? How are you going to reward those affiliates? How are you going to thank those affiliates and follow up with them and give them feedback, get them to give you feedback, and then have them ready to promote for you in the future as well, because that's critical moving forward. You want to have a system in place where you start to shift as many projects and products as you can, especially if you're going to do it in the way we show you in this course. But at the end of the day, if you want to just learn to get started and making your first product, then that's great too. And in this course, we'll cover how you go about doing that. Then we're going to move on and look at the follow-up, what you should be doing next. And then we're going to actually do something where we actually look back at how the whole thing went and the process went. And it's important that you do this and break it down because you can see the parts where you went right, the parts where perhaps it got a bit wobbly or went wrong, and then you know how to fix that going forward. So we're going to look at the plan versus the actual results and then what we want to do next. And I've got a nice bonus video for you at the end. It just gives you a bit more information about what else you can be doing with the knowledge you've then learned throughout this course, and a certain service you can use to outsource to have everything made for you so you don't even have to worry about lifting a finger if you don't want to. You can do as much or as little as you like, and I'll cover that at the end in your bonus video. So that about wraps up the introduction. Let's get stuck right into the course. And if you move on, you can see how and what types of products can you actually create.